Good day, Internet people! I'm a very excited person today because we've just seen the reveal today of the Solidify Celestial Zerachiel or Zerachiel skill, if I can say it right. For Angel Feather, this is the big VR for the clan, and the skill has been revealed. So, let's take a look. Without further ado, I'm on Cardfight's coalition here, looking at the news, and it's got two skills. Its first skill is continuous on the Vanguard and Rearguard circle. During your turn, if a new card is placed in the damage zone this turn, all your front row units gain power plus 3000. And it's got an activated skill from the damage zone. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, if this card is face up, you can pay the cost, put the top card of your deck into the damage zone face down, and ride this card as stand. So, two interesting skills there. So, let's have a little bit of a breakdown, shall we? No, not that kind of breakdown. Let's break down the skills. So, the first skill, Continuous Vanguard Rearguard. Now, this one is during your turn, and it's like a continuous ability, so it's not something that's going to stack. It's not like it's going to get +3 every time something's put in the damage zone, which is like a mechanic similar to what you'd have seen in the original incarnation of Angel Feather. This is just, if the conditions being met, all the front row units gain power plus 3000, and it is only on your turn, unfortunately. So you can't necessarily take damage from your opponent and immediately have your front row buffed up, which is something that Angel Feather traditionally did do. So there's that to be aware of, but still, +3 to the front row, not too bad. It at least lets you hit kind of force units without needing to boost if you're in a bit of a pinch. The second skill is what's really interesting here. So, activated from the damage zone. If your opponent's on grade 3 or higher Vanguard, if it's face up, you can basically take a damage and re-ride it, or ride it as stand. Now, there's a few implications here. Firstly, if you're already on a grade 3 and you use this skill, then obviously that's a superior ride. If you've ridden to a grade 3 this turn already and gotten yourself a protect marker, and then you activate this skill, you'll get yourself a second protect marker for the turn, which is pretty nice. And obviously, if you've ridden this young lady here, Crimson Impact Metatron, earlier on in the turn during your ride phase, then her skill, when you ride from a grade 3, you can get blast 2, call a card from your damage zone to Rearguard, and this unit gets power plus 15 until the end of turn. You could heal a damage using that skill, and then re-ride again if you wanted to. You'd lose your 15,000 power, but you'd gain an extra Sentinel. So that's a potential play. And obviously, you know, it doesn't say you have to be on grade 3 or grade 2. It just says if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher. So the other implication with this is if your opponent is on Azel and you're on grade 1, they've rushed themselves on their grade 2 turn to superior ride to grade 3. On your following turn, if you didn't want to ride a grade 2 from hand, and this girl is in the damage zone, you could just say, I'm not going to ride in the ride phase, but now I'm in the main phase, I'm going to take a damage face down and ride this card as stand. So you can completely bypass your grade 2 ride. So that kind of means that you could use a grade 2 to guard, should you need to. It's pretty nice if you are facing that Azel rush, because it means that if this is in the damage zone, you say, you know what, I know I can ride next turn to grade 3, I don't need to ride to grade 2, so I'm going to use any grade 2s in my hand to guard this early rush. So it gives you a nice way to deal with something like that as well. So yeah, very, very potentially useful card. Now, it doesn't have the offensive capabilities of something like Imperial Daughter or Death Anchor, or even Hercules. It's very much just that plus 3k, that's all the power you're going to be getting out of it. So you're going to be relying on your rear guards if you want anything really shenanigan-y to happen. And obviously at this point we don't know what all of the other support units are going to look like until the set gets leaked. But there's a lot to kind of break down in this little bit of a skill. So what do you think about it, guys? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's a bit average? Do you think just the superior ride alone makes it worth having? Or do you think people might not actually be that taken by it? Let us know in the comments down below. I'd love to read your thoughts and see what you reckon. Thanks for watching, we'll see you again soon, and take care, Internet people. Bye!